Earth signs, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. I hope you guys had a wonderful new year and holiday season all together. And let's get into some messages here, guys, for this particular reading. The question we'll be focusing on is, who is thinking of you, and ultimately, what's the energy behind the connection? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So for Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you could also be cross-watching for an Earth sign. So let's grab some insight, focusing first on the feminine. So Divine Feminine, which is a huge chunk of my audience, let's go ahead and see who is thinking about you. Okay, let's grab some insight there. So I've combined a couple of decks, including zodiac signs and court cards and such from a couple decks. Let's go ahead and grab some insight. So Divine Feminine, who is thinking of you at this point in time. And then we'll go ahead, of course, and grab some additional information as to what it is that they are thinking about. And again, the energy behind the connection. All right, so general as always, guys, please keep that in mind always throughout a reading, and only take the parts of it that make sense for you and let the rest go. So Divine Feminine, let's grab some insight for you first. All right, so we've got the Duke of Air coming through. This is a Divine Masculine air sign. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm guided to pull 4 cards. We have the Baron of Earth, Divine Masculine, representing Earth signs. Okay. We also have Leo coming through. Let me grab one more here for Earth signs. And we have the King of Wands. So we've got air, earth, and fire coming through. All right, so that doesn't mean that, you know, if the water representation didn't come through here, that doesn't mean that the messages cannot resonate for you, Divine Feminine. So let's analyze this. We've got the Duke of Air. All right, so this is coming from a deck of mine where we've got additional court cards that's not typical to most tarot decks. Okay, so this one, Duke of Air, representing a masculine who's not afraid to open up and share how they feel. They do tend to think more logically, though. They love a good conversation. They tend to be very chatty, and sometimes they might almost say a little bit too much, whether it's about themselves or a situation, but they're a lot of fun to be with. This is somebody that you can trust. This is someone who's faithful, devoted, okay? Focusing on the Baron of Earth, again, Divine Masculine Earth sign. This is somebody who is the type of person who's not afraid to put in the work in a relationship, but they tend to play things safe as well, you know, so they're not overly adventurous as far as how they are in a love connection, but they are very loving. They do have a very warm personality, and if, you know, in a marriage capacity or even in a family capacity, they're very caring and protective. So that represents the Baron of Earth. For some of you, maybe you already know that you're focused on a Leo, and that's coming through specifically. We've got the King of Wands presenting itself here as well. Interesting, because the King of Wands is also Leo. All right, so let's go ahead and grab, Divine Feminine, some insight to go along with this. So King of Wands, natural leader, very passionate, very action-oriented. They're funny. They have a way with words. Okay, so let's see. What about this connection, or whoever it is that you're focused on for this reading, Divine Feminine? Let's see if it'll pick up off of what's going on between you and your masculine. The attraction is definitely there. That's interesting. Secret admirer. Beauty, undeniable. For some of you guys, you might not even be aware of who this person is, but, you know, maybe they're crushing on you from a distance. Let's see what else. But there's somebody here who's clearly attracted to you. Wow, we've got eternal, forever, unbreakable, limitless. That's beautiful. You know, maybe you do see yourself being with this person forever, you know, having a forever bond. Bottom of the deck, we do have opposites attract. I love that. Desire, compatible, yin and yang. Okay, so let's clarify this with some tarot here. See what else we can find out, focusing on the feminines. So we have an idea of who this person is. Very attracted to you. Maybe, you know, this is also a person that you never thought you'd be into, or maybe they're not your typical type that you're attracted to. You know, it might have even surprised you that you're actually into this person or they towards you. All right, let's see what else we can find out here. We might also get some additional court cards that come through. Whoops, got this card. And we do. We've got the Page of Cups. So there's our water energy. All right, so for some of you guys, you might be attracted to a Page of Cups representing Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So good news, a happy surprise, a love message when it comes to your love life. Perhaps this year, Divine Feminine, there are some good energies that are presenting itself here. You know, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel whoever is presenting itself here for you, Divine Feminine, it's a masculine who really isn't afraid to do the legwork. You know, they're not afraid to court you. They're not afraid to open up their heart space to you. But I do feel that if it's just not happening at this point in time, you're being directed to just hang tight and have some patience, because eventually it'll pay off. I'm also feeling, for some of you anyway, this could be an ex-partner who might be fighting their way back into your life, or at least they're wanting to reconnect with you. They're not wanting to give up on the relationship. They still feel attracted to you. So for some of you guys, it could be an ex, a past love, who's admiring you from a distance. They see you as a beautiful person, not just on the outside, but the inside as well. And they just feel this unbreakable bond, regardless of where you guys are at right now. I love that we've got the Temperance card right next to the Seven of Pentacles, because both of these cards, it's referencing time in a way. You know, wait and see how it goes. Have patience. What's meant to find you will. Okay. And look at that. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. So you guys, I feel, who are destined to reconnect, it's just a matter of time before that happens. I feel this is someone, for those of you anyway who are in separation, this is somebody who will return. This is somebody who's going to circle back. And, you know, maybe there's unfinished business between you and this person. But, you know, obviously Wheel of Fortune, very positive energy, good luck, good karma. Let's see what else here. We've got the Judgment, and then we have the Nine of Cups. I love that. 10 of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So these are great cards. I feel that this person has you on their mind, and they are reflecting. They are thinking about you, maybe more so lately. You know, now that we have started a brand new year, perhaps they really are going through some sort of awakening where they realize that when you guys were together, their life was different. Their life was better. You know, maybe they didn't recognize that at the time, but we do have this energy where they are in a better place mentally, you know, emotionally stable here. They're most fulfilled when you guys are together. And I feel that's a part of their focus, is to manifest you back in their life, you know. Maybe too with the 10 of Pentacles, they could also be in a much better place regarding their career, their finances. They're more of a stable person, you know, so they're not really looking to you for completion. I feel this is somebody who did the work to complete themselves. So they're just looking to you to be able to add back to their life, especially once you guys went into separation. You know, taking you out of the equation, something is missing for them. And so if it was, let's just say, a commitment issue, I feel that they're coming towards you with a much nicer, much better energy as far as their intentions. It's coming from a better place. So I feel for those of you who are at a distance from one another, there is the possibility towards a reunion. For those of you who might be single, you know, some of the energies that we're seeing here, again, air signs, earth, fire, and then we had the water signs coming forward with the Page of Cups. So I feel that you might have your fair share of suitors, people who might be interested in you, but maybe right now, again, you could have a secret admirer. You might not even know who this person is, but they're interested. So it's one of those things where with the Seven of Pentacles, wait and see. It is going to come to you eventually. So just have some patience and just enjoy the beginning of a brand new adventure in this year. All right, so that's what I've got for my feminines. That was interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and focus on the masculines. And I'll timestamp these down below, guys. So, you know, feminines, you don't have to watch the masculine part if you don't want to. But this is now going to focus on the divine masculines. So divine masculines, who is thinking of you? What needs to come through here? All right, let's see. So if you are interested in finding this out, let's take a look. So we have the Duchess of Water. So this represents divine feminine, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. All right, so let's grab a few more. We do have the Queen of Swords. So divine masculines, you know, let's just say you were in a situation with a feminine. Maybe you did them wrong, or you did something to maybe contribute to a breakup or a separation. We might have had a feminine here who decided to go in a different direction and just really, you know, maybe putting up walls there. So communication might be a little bit lacking, but we'll see. We do have Aries coming through. Let me grab one more. Whoops. Queen of Wands. Okay. So I do feel with what we're seeing here already, divine masculines, maybe you've already pinpointed which person you know is coming through for you. So we've got, again, Duchess of Water representing somebody who's reliable, not just in a friendship, but in a relationship as well. You got to be mindful too, because they are quite intuitive. So if you're not exactly opening up to your feminine, they're going to pick up off of that, you know, especially if you're dealing with the Duchess of Water type individual. They're attractive, yes, not just on the outside, but on the inside as well. The Duchess of Water is one that does not like to get wrapped up in any sort of drama. So if there was drama there, you know, they could have certainly tapped into the energy of the Queen of Swords, where they might have cut you out. You know, this person could also maybe be single right now. They could already have children, or a child or children with someone else, you know, maybe another relationship that they were in that didn't work out. And then we have Aries, of course, coming through. Queen of Wands is representing fire signs as well. All right, so Queen of Wands is known to certainly be very attractive also. And what makes her more attractive is her confidence. And, you know, she has a great sense of humor. She's not afraid to be independent, just like the Queen of Swords, you know. So let's go ahead and see what we can tap into here when it comes to that connection. All right, let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the divine masculine. And we get an inkling as to who it is that is thinking of you, and certainly who it is that you might be thinking about, divine masculine. All right, let's take a look at the energy of the connection. So there could have been an issue here, you know, betrayal. We see dishonest, disloyal, broken. The card after that is trust. So divine masculine, if this was an issue, you know, it could have been maybe a tower moment that you guys had experienced because of this. And this card just wanted to come out. We have shadow, rejection, abandonment. One of you has triggers, you know, having to do with this type of issue. It could be you, divine masculine, but it could also be a feminine, you know. So let's see. Let's grab some tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the divine masculine and the divine feminine that is coming through on this reading for you. So yeah, I mean, it's not always a third-party situation, but for some of you, it could have been. So we are seeing a stalemate. So more than likely, there is either no communication, or you guys have broken things off. And it could, again, have been a feminine that decided, you know what, this is not for me. I can't trust you. You hurt me. You know, you were deceptive. And so that created this broken bond between the two of you. We also have the Ace of Cups. So, you know, maybe at this point, part of the reason why you guys are not together or interacting in any way could be that a feminine has already moved on, has found new love elsewhere, or it could be a feminine that's simply focusing on maybe filling up her own cup in the meantime, you know, working on self-love, self-care. She could be single at this point. You know, she'd rather be single rather than being in a relationship where she couldn't trust her partner. So that could have been a problem. But look at this. We've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands coming through. So for some of you guys, this could have certainly been a perfect match. It could have been a divine counterpart situation, but maybe we might have a masculine here who might have gotten involved maybe in third parties. We do have the Two of Pentacles, so there is that juggling type vibe coming through. Maybe we have a masculine here. You know, maybe divine masculine, you relate to this. If you were torn between two people, you couldn't make up your mind. But we do have the Chariot coming through. So it does seem, even though you guys are at a stalemate and there's not a whole lot going on right now, I feel that's temporary. You know, the Ace of Cups could certainly represent a new beginning for those of you who are wanting to fix things here. And the Chariot is a really good sign to let you know that you can overcome whatever the challenges are, but it needs to be talked about. It needs to be addressed. And there certainly needs to be healing here. I do like that we have the Six of Pentacles, because if there was a betrayal, more than likely you guys weren't working together. And the equality in a relationship, that's not there, you know, especially if you throw a third person in the mix and it's more than chaotic. It can represent a Tower moment, even though we're not seeing that right now. But I do feel here, guys, that there is the possibility of starting new, you know, creating more of a positive outcome in your relationship with your divine feminine. We do have the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is also mirroring the energy of the Duchess of Water. So intuitive, sensitive. I feel my feminines, they can smell something fishy and something's off if they're being lied to, or, you know, if you're trying to be deceptive in any way, shape, or form. Divine masculine, but I have a feeling the progress of the Chariot is what's going to help you guys to interact better with each other and to just get everything out on the table. And then we do have the Six of Wands letting us know that for those of you interested in a reconciliation, that you guys have a real chance at happiness here. You know, you certainly have had some challenges, but I do feel that in time you guys can somehow make this work. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, hard work that pays off. So divine masculine, if you feel that you lost your feminine due to either infidelity or, again, trust issues, maybe your feminine questioned your loyalty or a commitment to the partnership. So if you're able to actually tap into the energy of the Seven of Pentacles, where she's seeing the work, where she's seeing not only have you worked on yourself, but putting in the effort towards the relationship, then yeah, absolutely. Then it can create movement towards a more positive outcome here. All right, guys, so that's what I have on behalf of the feminine and the masculine and who is thinking of you. Hopefully I was able to tap into your situation, your person, and even my singles. You know, there could be a few surprises here for you in the new year. And that's all I've got, guys. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box, and I will link all of the decks that you see here. Thank you so very much, guys, and I will catch you next time. Take care.